This is called The Hangman. A hangman gave a grand address. Some fearful people heard, with ever-growing eagerness they hung on every word. His speeches through the airwaves flew, more followers adhered, and sucked in by his point of view, they easily were steered to voting booths on polling day, where in their droves they came to place a vote the hangman's way, a cross against his name. A landslide on the news declared the hangman's voters roared, most joyous with how well he'd fared. This leader they adored, and all his foes were made to feel the lashings of free speech, the unrestricted barbs of steel that he was wont to preach. And soon the law was even more in favour of his spite. The settlement of every score became a legal right. Hence, upon opponents now the hangman's henchmen fell, and many who refused to bow received a dreadful knell. A knock upon the door at night, a waiting van outside, no legal aid nor human right, just handcuffs for the ride. A gallows stand for those arraigned his foes were led unto, and on the hangman's word they hanged, as mockers cried, "Adieu!" But he was never satisfied. More laws were passed with ease. Some mockers soon themselves were tried beside their families. Increasing numbers went to trial, deemed traitors fit to die. The hangman preaching all the while, and many years went by till finally his foes had gone, all disappeared or dead. Now, old and tired, he's hanging on, albeit by a thread, and if he gives a grand address these days, he's rarely heard. His clarity seems less and less, his leadership absurd. Restrictions ever more increased, the plebs have lost their vote. Democracy now long deceased, the rich and powerful gloat as jealous heirs behind the scenes. Stand by impatiently, descendants all but kings and queens. The hangman's dynasty.